higher love. OMG, long time no see. What's it giving? Like, I'm curious to know. What's been the rotation, the motivation that's keeping you going recently? If you have none, I've got a good bunch of advice for you. And it comes from a very good place, and it comes from lived experience. Okay? I put my hands up when I say I've not been on the best momentum that I could possibly have. And I could give you a whole list of reasons to why, but then again, how is that going to help me elevate the sitting here being like, the dog ate my homework, oh, bitches were mad, oh, I felt depressed. That's all in the past for now. But what we can do is take a few notes and help bounce back. I got my lovely, lovely notebook. Let me show you. Wildest dreams, it says. Cheetah print. I love my cheetah print. And this book stood out to me because it's cute, and that's exactly what we're living in, the reality that we're living in right now. Our wildest dreams. And if you disagree with me, what are you doing with the reality that you've been gifted with? I know I've not been utilizing my free will, my potential, my life to the fullest, but I'm ready to change that now. But I want to let you guys know why, not why, how I got out of that. Listen, I was waiting for my fairy godmother. I was thinking I was Cinderella in distress, okay? I've been out here fighting with a lot of emotions, a lot of unhealthy dynamics, a lot of unhealthy thought patterns. And then today, well, not today only, but today was the tipping point for all that. Because I was like, hello, it's me. Like, this is my life. This is my reality. And I can mold that, and I can reconstruct, and I can deconstruct however I please. What's stopping me is fear. What's stopping me is fear of disappointment. What's stopping me is fear of perception, fear of failing. But do you know that you only get failure from trying, and you only get wins from trying? So, don't you know that life is a gamble? Hello. And I've also had a goal of creating at any state to release, alchemize my experience from any state, but I let certain points, certain emotions crowd me in, trap me in a box, and I was just staying in that box. I even laid out my pillow and I just got comfortable there. It wasn't a comfortable feeling, but I got comfortable with that feeling. Not that I deserve to feel that way, but I just like, shit, might as well. No. Something triggered me, and it was a disagreement that I had with someone that I've not always gotten along with. It's very rocky, our relationship. And personally, I don't think it's my fault. We don't have the same morals. That person doesn't think they're in a wrong. I don't think we're in a wrong. So I feel like we're always going to clash, because I've gotten to a lot of healing to get to this. Lana Del Rey, please. I've gotten to the point where it's like, I I don't want to continue to put myself in a situation where I have to be in defense mode, where I always have to prove my point, where I always have to fight to be heard. And I feel like everyone should have that mentality, but then again, I do understand that it's not something that you can just switch on or off overnight. I forgot to research a part of my this video, but we're gonna get into it live and all, because I want to be live and direct. Because, yeah, releasing at any state, right? Part of that is becoming vulnerable with your emotions and being true and actually acknowledging the way you feel and not just casting it aside because it's weird or you're not used to that. If you don't prioritize, if you don't be Dr. McStuffins to your own feelings, who's going to be Dr. McStuffins to your feelings? Because, like, even if you want to pray about it and talk to God about it, how are you going to do that if you can't actually open the tab and read what's in there? You're like, no, that's so weird. I don't want to think about that. If it's triggering you, if it's getting you mad, why is it getting you mad? There's a deeper root of that. And it's not saying that you have to stay in that emotion, but shine a light on it, give it room to breathe, type of thing. So a way of releasing emotions, you might have heard this, you might think it's propaganda, but listen, I'm endorsing that propaganda. It's journaling, and that might not be everyone's thing, but for me it definitely works. Give it a try and be consistent with it before you tell yourself, oh, it's not for me. Because that's the same thing with the gym. You can't be like, go to the gym once and be like, oh no, this ain't for me. Babe, do you want to lose your belly? Or okay, not everyone goes to the gym for the same motive, but whatever motive you're going for, that result's not going to come overnight. You plant that seed today, you think it's going to start sprouting tomorrow? No, you got to water it and water it and water it and water it. Hello, your brain is so amazing. I went to the doctors today. First of all, that's crazy because I don't go to the doctors for nothing. I think the only reason I'll go to doctors if it's excruciating, OMG, I can't deal with this type of pain. That's already very bad because it also reflects how I think that I should be towards myself. Like, I have to get critical before I even give it attention, type of thing, in my body, in my mind. Might be, if you're doing that, that's a very dangerous position to be in. By the way, do you like my candle? It is peach scent. And my new little light, I was actually supposed to give that to my best friend. It's been over a year. My family opened up the package. Anyway, oh yeah, about the doctors. I'm gonna get into what the doctor said, but you need to give yourself the attention. Don't wait until the last second to solve the issue. But I'm going to read out some of what I wrote in my journal. By the way, I've not journaled in almost more than a month. And it's the 4th of March today. So, my favourite number is 4, by the way. Right. The number 4 is very significant to me right now. I have had this pessimistic cloud hanging over my spirit, and I filled it with rage and marinated it in that feeling. I felt my emotions were justified because my situation felt undeserving. Why me? I kept thinking to myself, who would repay my kindness with severed burns? but I'm the one who's dangerously close to the flame. It got comfortable. I said it. I got comfortable with the heat, and that alone became my defeat. Does this mean that this is where I should lay my head every day? Of course not. I can move. I refuse to settle in this state because my pain is not a demonstration of how strong I am. My ability to acknowledge my value and migrate it to where it will be appreciated is living proof of my solution. I said solution, evolution. Let me repeat that last line again. My ability to acknowledge my value and migrate it to where it will be appreciated is living proof of my evolution. Do you know why? Because it's one thing to be like, yeah, okay, I got so much potential, I could do so many great things sitting in your bed. Okay, what are you gonna do with that? You got the tools, you got the resources. What are you gonna do with that? You could just go back to that job every single day knowing you hate it, knowing how you feel, how your spirit feels in that situation. No one's gonna stop you. You're not getting paid. Or you could invest your time, invest your effort into something you know you wake up loving every day, and that's also your decision. No one really is gonna force you to quit your job and take that risk. That's on you, sister, brother. That's on you. Hey, listen, and do you think that that motivation is gonna come out of the sky, or it's gonna be like a eureka moment? No. And this is where it gets interesting. Did I remember when I said about my doctor's appointment? I was telling her about how I've been lacking motivation to do things that I love, things that I do actually enjoy doing, and it's been ongoing for a few months. And there's not a magic pill for that, obviously, to get that back. But she said, motivation follows action. And usually, our brains and just the way that we operate, generally, we think it's the other way around. We think action follows motivation. How wrong we are. Because you think, yeah, okay, I'm going to feel like going to the gym every day. Wrong. There's going to be some days where that's the last thing you want to do. But let me tell you right now, every time I've gone to the gym, I come out feeling better than I have when I came in. Yeah. And that goes for everything. Like me making this video, you know how long I've been procrastinating to press the record button. I was like, what am I going to say? What am I going to think? What am I going to do? How is this going to be busy? Girl, do it. And then you'll see the results. And then you'll know what you're working with. Before you even complete the action, every thought you have towards the action is just hypothetical, is just theories. Dare I say conspiracy theories. Okay? You're basically plotting on your failure, or expecting. No, you don't even know what you're expecting really, because you don't. And if it fails once, you giving up, you wallowing in that thing, in that feeling. You have to think, what's that doing for you? What's that doing for the people around you? What would your ideal version, or the version of yourself to be that you want to become, what would she think about this? You say you want to be a disciplined go-getter with loads of motion. If that version of yourself was watching yourself like live and all. Ooh. Ah, ah, don't you stop loving me. Don't stop loving me. That's what your future self is saying to yourself. Don't stop loving me. Don't give up on me. Don't abandon me. Don't let me become a little fairy tale, a little lesson. Let it be an actual thing where it's like it went from your dream to your reality. Your your now I'm feeling like a teacher with my finger out. But you need to listen because you're not listening. I also said this, it's been on my mind all day. Get up on your good foot. Get up on your good foot. I said, get up on your good foot. Okay. This quote, yeah. When I first heard it, the artist that's you if you know what artist said this, you know how controversial this was and towards the situation it was at. But taking it out of context, it's like, wait, hold on. Like, you might have ate a little bit there. Because one of your feet is torn, is broken. You can chill in bed. You can be in recovery mode. Or you can get up on your good foot. Who benefits you from... I said benefit. Okay, you get what I'm trying to say though. Who benefits you? Oh, I said it again. Who does it benefit from you staying trapped, from you staying in that low place? Who does that benefit? Really think about it. If you don't, if you don't believe in the devil, I want to say the devil, yeah, but I'm have an open mind when I say this. You imagine there's this whole list of things that you're gonna do by the end of your life. There's this purpose that you have here on earth. There's a light that only you can exude to the earth. There's some people that need to experience you and you only. There's only one copy of you. Your genetic coding can never be replicated. Do you know how many people they've been and died and lived on this earth, and yet there's only you. You staying in that low place, trapped in that box, feeling sorry for yourself. The devil is having a party. He's saying, yes, yes, another man down, another woman down. I'm completing my assignment. How are you going to let the devil, or how are you going to let your ops celebrate your demise, celebrate your downfall? Don't let that happen. You better get up on your good foot. Don't you dare let that be your story. You want to be the laughing stock? They'll be in your group chats talking about, ha 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 ha. Look at my op. In the Bible, it literally says, you will, that God will lay out a table for you, and you, wait, yeah, you will feast in the presence of your enemies. You will feast in the presence of your enemies, and you have to think how hurtful that is to your enemies. Damn it, I didn't succeed in getting her down. I didn't succeed in lowering her self-esteem. I didn't succeed in ruining her life. Okay, there's plenty of people that will be very happy to know you're not doing well. There's many people that will be happy to know that you don't like the reflection that you see in the mirror. But you can change that today. Your future self is rooting for you. Your future self is genuinely, ooh, she has your back. You need to have your back as well. And your legacy is depending on you. You can't buy respect. Snatch it. Get back into your rule, your routine. If you don't like that routine, if you don't like the version of you right now, modify that. They got mods in GTA, they've got mods in The Sims 4, they've got mods in The Sims 3. Oh my goodness. You got mods in real life though. Use what you have. And if what you have is enough, but you know, the life will make you feel like it's not. Cause I'm here, I'm in on my old town road, and I'm in thinking, oh, I need a professional camera. I need, a certain amount of no. My tag. I'm doing my part by trying, and the rest will come as it comes. Abundance is already here. Abundance in the mind. Okay, feeling ready is an illusion. You're never really gonna be like, yes, today is my day. The Great Hall. You live on this globe, yeah. Ooh, you live on this globe. Look at all these sparkles. This is all the things going on at the same time as you. You really think you've got time to sit here and be sad and mad and let it get to you? No, babe. You need to sprinkle, shine bright like a diamond. You need to make your mark. Hi, Mark. Anyways, bestie, bestie, you know damn well what you need to do. I don't need to tell you anymore. You know what you have to take action for, and you know the time is now. See you in the next video.